My movement is a spin on a pivot. The meaning of a pivot is the act of turning. The type of spin I have decided to demonstrate is a pirouette from ballet. I will perform a quantitative analysis by temporal phasing. Preparation. My movement is a gross skill because it uses large groups of muscles, yet it involves fine skills such as head spots and hand movements. From the initial position you see on the screen, you elevate up into one leg while starting to whip your other leg around to just under your kneecap. Execution. This movement is also a discrete skill because it has a definite beginning and ending. These points would be the beginning and ending poses. Relevating up and whipping your leg under your kneecap. By now your supporting leg should be straight. Your arm should make the transition from third position to bras. Follow through. This movement is a non-locomotive movement. During the turn, you should use a head spot. By the end of the turn, your end position should be third position for your feet and arms. During the turn, you can see that I do not use a head spot. This affects the turn because it makes the turn less stable and has less momentum. I am also more likely to get dizzy. Also, when you turn your attention to my leg, I jolt up when trying to straighten my leg and do half a turn on a bent leg. However, my right leg does go on to the right position under my knee and is turned out properly. In this respect, the technique of the pirouette was poor and could be improved. You can apply a spin on a pivot to the movement education framework, as it involves space, effort, body, and relationships. In relation to space, this movement uses the transverse plane as the performer spins clockwise or counterclockwise. As I was performing the movement, I was spatially aware as I was actively thinking about when I was performing. A spin on a pivot can be performed at any level. For example, hip-hop does low spins as it suits the dance style. Extension is also an important aspect because it can help express emotion through the turn. A spin on a pivot is my favorite movement in dance because I feel that through a turn a lot can be said. You can tell the emotion the person is feeling as it is shown through their movement. A performer can choose how much force or effort they put into a turn. This makes the movement self-paced. The performer is not responding to external stimuli, but makes self-judgments. This is an example of dynamic awareness. Relating to effort, if you could compare me to an expert, where I have the skills to be able to perform the spin on a pivot successfully, an expert will perform the movement autonomously as they are skillful in their particular area. The relationship of a spin on a pivot in relation to people is that the movement can be performed solo, in a group, with a partner, simultaneously, and alternating. My movement is important to me because dance is a way of expressing my emotions. My movement is my favorite movement because it is easy to manipulate to any beat, situation, or experience. And that is why I move this way.